95, like a 9500. Give it a 95, like a 95. I have you in. Did you say yes? 95? You go there. Woo! I took him at 95, so you both need to be 97.50. 97.50. There we go, right here. 10,000. 10 right there. Give it a
All right, guys, here we go. For 150 grand, here we go. Little noise, baby. What's up? Bam! 2. So that would be ticket number 23. 23.
We got a winner!
Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Car Wash Magazine Live. I am your host, Matt DeWolf, Editor-in-Chief of Car Wash Magazine. Hey, super pumped for this show this week. Like I say every week, I'm pumped for the show. Thursdays are my favorite day. This show in particular is going to be pretty special. It's all about more than washing cars. It's a fantastic story of what one equipment manufacturer in this industry has been doing over the past several years to make a really big difference in the lives of children. So we're gonna get into that in just a minute. But first, I do want to tell you all that you need to send me swag. I want swag. I want stuff. I'm back to my official ICA gear right now, trying to decide what I want to wear. But I do have Mountain View Springs car wash on underneath this shirt. So send me your swag. I will wear it on this program next week or maybe the week after. I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm going to have my swag from Motor City Washworks because I signed up for the online auction for the St. Jude's charity event. And so as part of that, I'm going to get a hat and I'm going to get a shirt and I'm going to wear it as soon as I receive it. So I'm super excited about that. More than anything, I'm excited to really share this special story with you all and get you guys pumped up about the impact that we can have if we all pull together and work on something together. So we're going to get to that in just a minute. But first things first, you all have to hear a joke. All right, so let's see here, shall we? This joke, in keeping with our fundraising theme, goes a little something like this. How do you organize a fundraiser for Earth? You plan it. All right, guys. Well, you know the routine. You're stuck with my jokes until you send me yours. without further ado, let's bring in our guests on this program today. We've got Rich Bellinger, VP of Operations for Motor City Washworks, Jim Utterbach, Director of Marketing for Motor City Washworks, and a title I cannot say, Mike Hull. You are with the fundraising arm of St. Jude's. Welcome to the program, everyone.
Thanks, Matt. Good to be here.
Thank you.
So, you guys raised some money for charity. You do a thing, but let's back up. Rich, can you give me just sort of a elevator version of why in the world a car wash equipment manufacturer decided to raise money for charity?
Yeah, we started off with what we called our open house. It was a promotional event. We invited prospective customers and distributors to our factory, trying to build relationships and make sales. We did that 12 years ago, and then a few years after that, we added a charity component, and that went from American Cancer Society to St. Jude in 2015. This will be our 6th year working with St. Jude with the charity component for the open house, and we did that through an auction, a live auction. And this year, due to COVID, it's a silent auction online.
Okay, cool. So the in-person event obviously can't happen. That was a big draw for folks coming in and getting to be there in person. I'm glad that you're open and honest with the less than altruistic beginnings of the thing, right? It did start out as an open house event to sell equipment and to make revenue. But over time, obviously, you guys kind of decided that you could do something more. What was it that made you decide, you know what, like, the open house side is great and making sales is cool, but we really need to dive in and do something bigger and better beyond ourselves?
Well, so when we tried to go to the charity portion, we wanted to reach out, touch people that through ACS and breast cancer awareness. We felt like that was a very universal thing. Everybody knew somebody who had breast cancer. And we got to know Mike Hull. And Mike switched charity. And he went to St. Jude, and we went with him. And we thought, at the time when he pitched it, we thought, hey, St. Jude is more universal. The amount of money that St. Jude raises goes 100% to the kids, not just a small portion. So it's a much more efficient charity, and it goes to a way more universal cause, childhood cancer, and so it really hit home with us and all of our customers and our distributors, everybody involved with it.
Yeah, it's a special thing that you all are doing, and I think that it's really awesome. I love the background of the story, and I love the story itself. I just maybe let's start with what exactly is the event. Jim, maybe you can share a little bit about the event specifics with us.
This year's event, it's online. There's several components of it besides just equipment. There's our equipment, there's our partner gear and products that they have. Then there's retail merchandise, and then obviously there's a give to live portion where you can donate a wagon, a no more chemo party, or just funds. So it started Monday this week at 8 a.m. and it's going to go through till tomorrow at 1 and Friday at 1 o'clock Eastern time. It'll end.
Okay, so the big push this year is get out there, get yourself registered for the online auction because all the dollars are coming from there. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay, cool. So if you're watching this and you want to make a difference and you feel like, maybe you are doing okay in your life and you want to help others and make an impact, you got to go get registered for this auction. We're going to have the URL for you here. You can get it at the Motor City Washworks at the Motor City Washworks website, but we'll put this up for you right here too, so you can see it. This is the URL for you if you want to go there right now and check it out. But don't go away too fast because we've got a lot of program left for you. And let's take a quick little break here. I want to hear from a couple of previous participants in this event. So check it out.
Ryan Blanchard with H2Go Express Car Wash in Southern California here. Just wanted to quickly give a shout out to the Motor City Wash Works folks. We're really sad that the auction's not happening this summer. We totally understand why. Hopefully next summer we can pick it back up once we get past this crisis. But I did want to mention a couple things that I remember from my trips out there. Number one, I got a chance to see the greatest baseball player ever, Mike Trout, play at Tiger Stadium. That was cool. But more importantly, it was amazing my first trip out there to see how everyone in your company was on the same page and excited about what you were doing, pulling in the same direction, excited to outraise the previous year's numbers. Not only was it admirable to see what you guys were doing for St. Jude's, but I realized there were these side benefits, and that is improving employee satisfaction, employee retention, and improving your company's culture. It hit me like a ton of bricks. So I got on my plane ride home back to California, and it made me realize we have to do this. We have to find a cause, an annual cause that we can all rally around, and we've done that. And I think a lot of other companies have probably picked up the same thing from you guys. It's amazing what you've done for the industry. We really appreciate it. And again, we're sad it's not happening this summer, but we look forward to seeing you next summer. Thanks, guys.
Last year, we watched you participate in the St. Jude and Motor City charity event, and being part of it really meant a lot to us. And seeing all the contributions and what it could do for the families of St. Jude was very moving. And as for Wash U, moving forward, we're going to continue to participate, and we encourage all operators, if possible, to participate in raising money for St. Jude.
All right, everybody, welcome back. That was just a couple of folks talking about the impact that the event had on them as participants. That was Ryan Blanchard and Mike Timmer, both great folks in this industry. Obviously, for Ryan, this event had a really big impact on him because he went back, saw what it did for the people at Motor City from the employee side, and saw the impact that it was having on his community, and decided that he should go back to his place and do the same thing. Not the same thing. Nobody can do the same thing. But he's going to do, he started something in his community. He's giving back. He's making a difference because of what he saw at the Motor City event, which is really cool. What's it like for you guys to know that that's the kind of trickle-down effect that this thing is having?
It's really great. I love that Ryan's giving back. You know, that's why we do it. We want to give back. We want to give more than just a little bit. We want to give back to the kids and give to the people that need the help.
Well, and it's not like you guys aren't Motor City is not a fundraising organization, so this is not like this is right in your wheelhouse. It's a lot of work for you all. It takes a lot of resource and time and energy, and you're planning all the time for this. What makes you keep doing it?
Well, it's for the kids, and it's like you said, it's a great promotional event for us. So we get that benefit out of it, and it just makes you feel good to give back to the kids. And once you go to that hospital, we started talking about this a little while ago as well. Once you go to that hospital, you get it. There's only one hospital. It's in Memphis, and all the kids that get treated go to that hospital. And when you get there, it's just an amazing place. You think that it's going to be somber and sad, which it is sad, but the kids are still kids, and they're in great spirits, and they're not running around, but they're in good spirits. It's not like, it's not very somber. Let's say that. Mike, could you speak to that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a place of hope. It's a weird phenomenon. Our patients tell us all the time they're excited to go back and see their friends and do the activities because we treat every aspect of a child. So when you go through the halls, the walls are colorful and fun, and the desks are lower so they can be a part of every conversation. And we have unique and themed food. And so it's very kid-focused because our patients, are mostly children, young children to teenagers, and they're going through some of the hardest days of their life. So we really want to make sure that we treat every aspect of a child and have a bright and hopeful place that they get to walk into when they come to us, because the average patient's with us 2.5 to 3 years.
That is a journey. my friend. I mean, that is not like, it's not like, oh, I had to go to the hospital for a while and I was there for a week and they treated me and I was all good. This is, I mean, this is a full on life changing experience.
Yeah, it sure is. So what typically happens that families will tell us is, maybe their child had a pain in their arm or their head, over the weekend. And so they go to the pediatrician on Monday, and then the pediatrician's like, something's off. And so by that afternoon, the pediatrician refers them to the ER. And then that night, they hear the words, your child has cancer. Many families then, depending on what the illness is, they will come right to us. So they're jumping on a plane that night, not even going home, because we treat the toughest cases and the sickest kids in the world. And, when it's identified as such a tough case of cancer, they come right to us. And many families don't go home for months. And like I said, the average family is with us 2.5 to 3 years. So they're uprooting their entire, family, their support system to come to Memphis to get the best care. And so that's why this event is so important, because at St. Jude, no child or family ever receives a bill for anything: travel, treatment, housing, or food. Because of events like this, we do not have to give them a bill. They don't have to worry about that. They can worry about treating their child and everything else going on in their life. So it's a pretty crazy process, but it happens way more than people think. And we're the hospital you never want to call, but if you need us, we'll be there.
Mike, I've heard you say that a couple times now, and it still gets me, man. I still get the goosebumps of you talking about that whole experience, because I have 3 kids of my own. I can't imagine being in the position where I get that phone call and all of a sudden you're uprooted and have to figure out how in the world you're gonna try and save the life of your child. Let alone, I mean, the last thing on your mind is, well, what about my job? What am I going to do about our house? Like, how are we going to get things taken care of? All you want to do is make sure that your child makes it to the next day. And so, man, the impact that St. Jude has on the lives of the children, but also the families, I think is phenomenal. And I applaud you guys for what you all do. That's really great. Can you help us understand where the money goes? Like, how much does it really take? And like, if I'm making a contribution, how much of a difference can I make?
Huge difference, because we are not only a hospital that treats, the sick kids, but we're also a research institution. So your money is going to 2 places. You're going to the actual treatment to save lives, but then the research. So outside of our walls and borders of St. Jude, we freely share our research. So hospitals all across the country and world have access to our research. As you heard earlier, if you donate $100, that will fund a wagon for a St. Jude patient to ride around in, because we don't like wheelchairs. Kids don't like wheelchairs, so we have wagons. If you're able to, donate $1,400, you can fund a day of chemotherapy. Many of our patients are on chemotherapy for years, and, the price goes up and up and up. $5,000 will donate a day in our ICU. And so our ICU is very different than most. We treat the sickest of the sick kids in the entire world. And so our ICU has 1 nurse to 1 patient ratio, because the kids are that sick and they have to watch them that closely. And, I could go on and on and on, but the dollars truly make a difference, and they go right back into funding our mission, funding the research, and funding the actual treatment that's going to save lives.
That's incredible. I mean, that's incredible. Well, I mean, as if we needed any more reason to contribute than the fact that we're helping save kids' lives. Just to drive that point home, we're gonna share a video real quick. If you guys are just tuning in to the program, I'm Matt DeWolf. I'm here today with Rich Bellinger at Motor City Washworks, Jim Utterbach at Motor City Washworks, and Mike Hull from St. Jude. And we're talking about the Motor City charity event every year that raises money for St. Jude's. It's an amazing event. If you're not aware of it, stay tuned here and you'll find out just how you can stay involved. But in the meantime, you all might want to get your Kleenexes out, because this one's going to give you all the feels.
Until we have a cure, we need you to help. Please pick up the phone to become.
I've always listened to the radiothons. I've sat in the vehicles and listened to stories and cried and
finding cures that are saving children.
Thank God that it wasn't my child. And then it was my child.
Why do you like to fish?
Because it's fun. Where's my worm?
Who do you go fishing with?
My daddy. It's taking so long.
It's been one of the one things he's latched onto, even when he was really sick.
Last time we went fishing, we was racing of catching one, didn't we, Daddy? I got one.
He caught a really big carp, 12 to 15 pounds.
And I caught the first one. Yeah, I got a big one. He lost and I won.
That's my little boy.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
We had his birthday party, every kid's little dream of a birthday party. And he seemed a little distant. He kept coming up and sitting in my lap. Once he was around several children, and he looks like a ghost. The day after his party, we took him to the doctor where we live. His blood level was so low, if we would have waited a couple more days, he said more likely he would have passed in his sleep. She told us not to go home, that she had already sent the results to St. Jude, and they wanted us there immediately. And then we had a 3.5-hour drive from there. And when we got here, it was overwhelming. Lots of chemotherapy right off the bat. He had a lot of fevers and stuff like that, complications, and so it pulls your heart out, and pulls your heart out. Within 5 weeks, he hit remission.
I saw them go down here.
You did? Hey, Mason.
Hey, you in my boat?
He's at the point now they keep his counts to where the cancer couldn't survive if it was there, and they are 100% positive it is not there, that it's gone.
How good is this bitch and eat you?
We were never sent a bill. All they want you to concentrate on is in your little one. There's no other place in the world that would have done something like that. Without St. Jude, I wouldn't have my little boy here today, and I don't know where I'd be without him.
Let me see you make muscles.
I'm tough now.
Don't let me
And I'm 5. I can pick heavy stuff up now.
How did you get so strong?
By eating and everything. I had to pick up big stuff and I had to even pick up that thing. Even this chair, I could even pick up. I had to pick that camera up. I even to pick you up. I had to pick all of you guys up at the same time. You want me to cry?
I can look down at him when he's fishing, and there was a point in time when didn't know if that would happen for us, you know, and because of St. Jude, we could have several more of them memories. I'm sure it'll still be a long road ahead of us. We'll always have it in our lives. We'll always be thankful to St. Jude, and to see him like this, what more could someone ask for? And I know the world would hate to miss a little man like Mason.
You get my face? You got my face? You're just getting my shoulder. You sure you got my face?
Yeah, how about this? Is that close enough?
Yeah.
Is that too close?
No.
How do you feel being a little movie star today?
Good.
You got your own camera crew following you around.
Yep. Now, what's your name again?
All right, so that's a tough one to watch, guys. I was purposely not listening to that because I didn't want to be the one that came back on screen with tears and Kleenex and everything else. But man, if that doesn't get you, I don't think you're breathing, my friend. That is it. That is the kind of thing that this event contributes to. I mean, to be able to say that you raised money and you saved the life of a 5-year-old boy who just loves to fish and is the funniest little dude. I mean, come on. like get with the program, right? So if you guys are looking at ways to get involved, the auction link is right here at the bottom here. Make sure you go off and get yourself registered and get some bids going. A lot of stuff out there. So on that same vein, I want you guys to tell me, what do we do now, right? Like, how do we get involved? How do we make an impact, and how can we be part of what Motor City is doing? I mean, this isn't just a Motor City customer thing, right? This is everybody.
That's right. It's industry-wide involvement. We have a lot of vendor partners who are participating. So if you go to the auction site, you'll see that we have a lot of equipment for sale, a lot of different pieces of our product line. Our vendor partners have several pieces. There might be 20 pieces. Jim, is that fair enough to say?
Yeah, give or take a couple.
And there are ways to donate as well. So there's retail merchandise up for auction, silent auction. There are just straight donations being, you're able to make straight donations, and you're able to bid on patient art, which is like the signature part of this.
Yeah, that's the patient art piece is the thing that I think is always amazing. And, the different charity events you get to go to over the years, for my kids, the elementary schools always did it. So every grade had an art piece, right? And you bid on the thing, and it always goes for a lot more than you ever would have expected it would. Mike, can you explain kind of St. Jude's approach to the patient art?
Yeah, so we use art as therapy. As kids are going through some of the hardest days of their life, they're not like us adults. They don't know how to communicate it, right? They went through a surgery or, a major procedure. And so their child life team uses art, music, dolls, anything they can think of to help a child just be comforted by what's going on, and then also talk to them about their feelings. And so we never ask a patient to submit any art to us. It's their journey. It's the way they get through things. But many patients come forward and say, hey, can you use my art to do something good? And so the art you'll see on the site are pieces that our patients have done just that. They've submitted to us. They want us to use them. And so they're going to become printed on a huge canvas with a custom frame. And it's definitely something you want to have, because it will fill any wall of a business, a home, your wash location, whatever it might be. It'll fill the wall perfectly, and you'll know that you did something great by purchasing that piece.
Yeah, the knowing that the thing that you're bidding on provides so much relief and so much joy and so much happiness, right, for the person who created that. There's some real positive karma power going on in that, which is maybe why that the bidding gets a little. I don't know, you want to say maybe intense on some of this stuff, especially in the in-person stuff. But I'm going to share what those intense bidding wars might look like this year in the online environment. So backstory, the two guys in this video, they've got a history of kind of going at it at these kind of auction events. And so let's take a look at what that looks like today.
Oh, sweet. Motor City silent auction for St. Jude's. Awesome. I'm going to bid on some stuff today.
It's time for the St. Jude's online auction. Let the bidding begin.
All right. I think I'm going to get one of these beautiful patient art pieces. These are great because every dime goes back to the kids and helps them out. So let's bid on this St. Jude's Gives. I'm getting this one this year.
All right, let's see what we can bid on today. Maybe some of this art made by the St. Jude's kids.
What? Outbid? Who outbid me? Miguel Gonzalez, Micrologic. Oh yeah? Screw that. Outbid them.
So you have to do. Johnny, move. You are not winning this one, buddy.
Son of a outbid me again. Oh yeah? Here's another zero, buddy. Eat it, Miguel.
I am going to add a couple more dollars. Suck it, buddy.
Son of a...
Are you serious? What? I'll bet by Johnny Moo again. It is on, buddy.
All right, so that's what online auction bid wars can look like. Make sure you are getting in on the action there. Don't let those two guys have all the fun. There is a lot of great stuff coming up on the auction for you. Remember though, you got to go in and do it now because that auction will close tomorrow, August 28th at 1 p.m. So make sure you're out there. Make sure you're planting yourself wherever you need to be to focus in and make some bids to see what you can win. So we're gonna talk a little bit about what's next, right? So obviously we want to get involved. We want to focus on the auction right now. Beyond the auction, though, you guys, it doesn't end with what happens tomorrow. When the auction ends tomorrow and you make the contribution to St. Jude, it doesn't end there. Tell me what else we can do in the car wash community to kind of be involved and take action.
Well, we last year we added a component because we went to the hospital and we were all kind of weepy for a couple of days when kids got to us. We said, how can we do more? How can we keep growing this? How can we blow it up? And we were sitting around talking at night, and Mike Hall suggested that we do some kind of a point of sale program. So we came up with washing cars fighting cancer. And it's a point of sale program. Mike, could you speak to it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's super easy and turnkey. First off, it's a free program, and all you have to do is sign up and then either get the technology put in your point of sale system or, if you have cashiers, train them how to do it. And you're going to ask for donations for St. Jude. It's quick, easy. If you have the technology, folks can just select they want to donate at $1, $2, $3, whatever it might be. But the best part about it is not only are you going to help us save lives and help us raise money, but customers we know through market research will select your car wash over one across the street if you're using this technology because they want to know you're doing something good, right? They want to see the St. Jude logo and see your association with giving back to the community. So it's a super easy program to do. We send you all the posters and stickers and supplies and everything you might need. Plus, we have some additional items you could purchase if you choose to, some larger signs and sales and whatnot. But all you're going to do is set this up, and for typically a month, about 4 weeks, you're going to ask your customers if they want to donate to St. Jude. And it's a quick and easy thing, and if they don't, that's fine. They just move right past it. But you can raise a lot of money with very little work and, do some great good in the community.
Well, and tell me when, did this start last year? How long have you guys been doing this?
Yeah, we did it just last year. We did it for the month of June. And so we're looking to do it for the month of September this year. Mike's got some signups. There's still plenty of time to get signed up. It's open to any and all operators. It doesn't matter what equipment company you're affiliated with. And we've invited all the point of sale companies to participate. And it's just straight donations. Last year was it was our first year. And we had a short window between the show and the end of the show where we launched it in June. It was about a 3-week window, and we raised $52,000.
Wow.
More than $50,000. So it's very scalable. And we really are excited about it because it is so scalable.
Yeah, it makes it simple, right? When it's something that can actually just plug and play with whoever. You don't have to worry about trying to figure out all the nitty-gritty details of how to get something kind of spun up. And the last thing anybody wants in the car wash industry is something else that they have to kind of figure out, right? This is easy. It comes right out. You're ready to go, and you're ready to make a difference in the lives of other people. That's really cool. Guys, I'm gonna let you all get back at it here, but I just want to say, from the bottom of my heart, how much I appreciate what you guys do. how much I think that this event and the growth of it and the way that you all are expanding it beyond yourselves and making a difference in the lives of children and families everywhere. And I think it's amazing. So thank you guys for doing that. And thanks for spending some time today sharing that story with us.
Thank you, Matt.
Thanks, Matt. It's a great passion project.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna real quick, if you are looking to still get involved with this organization in some way, we just talked about washing cars, fighting cancer. That's a real thing. You can get involved with that. We're going to hear right now from a couple folks who have done that. Don't forget, though, make sure you get your auction access granted. So get there, get registered, get yourself set up so you can get that free shirt, free hat, and start bidding on some stuff. Maybe you need some new equipment. Check it out. You never know what you might need to upgrade in your COVID days. So check it out. We're gonna take a look here real quick from a couple of folks who participated in the past in the washing cars, fighting cancer.
Howdy Car Wash World, John Roush with Express Wash Concepts, Moo Car Wash, Flying Ace Express, and Clean in Cleveland. Wanted to talk a few seconds about how great St. Jude's is and how great the partnership with Motor City Washworks was and their event they normally get to hold in August, and how much I always look forward to going to it. If you don't know, St. Jude is a wonderful organization. They have cutting edge, awesome research for cancer research for kids. They take care of the families. It's all free. There's no cost to any families or kids going to it, and it is a wonderful organization. We here at the company normally don't support big, fat organizations like a St. Jude, but in this case, I can tell you that these guys are stretching every penny and every dollar and doing a really wonderful job with this. It's a shame we can't go raise money for them this year. So it's turned us into actually supporting them and doing fundraisers for them. Last year, I think we raised $20,000 from the company here in Columbus to support them. So really awesome organization. I love everyone to jump in and donate and be involved with them. And if you ever have any questions, please reach out to me, John at expresswashconcepts.com. Thanks, guys.
Hello, this is Brian Gleason with Mr. Shine Car Wash in Peoria, Arizona. We wanted to take an opportunity to talk about the St. Jude charity event that Motor City holds every year. It's a tremendous event that does a great job for the children of St. Jude and their families. So we had the ability to do something last year and raise a lot of money, and it meant a lot to the community. We had a few people come in that actually were cancer survivors, so it meant a lot to them and their families as well. So please participate. It's a great event.
All right, everybody. So you are at the end of our program today. Remember, if you want to see more great stories about the great people in this industry and what they are doing, you can get those at carwashmagazine.com. Whether you like to read, whether you like to watch video, or whether you like podcasts, everything you need is available there, carwashmagazine.com. Make sure that you check out the podcast telling you a more in-depth story about Motor City Washworks in St. Jude that we did last week. That episode is available wherever you consume your podcasts. So when you're out there, my friends, 2 things this week I want you to make sure you do. Number 1, make a difference. And number 2, keep it clean.